Okay, I think we're live. So, the game we're capturing is Skyrim.
Hello, everybody. This is Mr. Nobody, and this is my friend Zake from Zake and Zach.
And we're gonna play some Skyrim and discuss some shit.
Yeah, we're getting into some dangerous waters. I'm probably gonna get called some names for some opinions I have, but you know that's what's the internet if you're not getting called names?
Do you see? Do you see my screen?
1 second. I do.
Do you hear yourself by chance?
I don't hear myself.
Good, but you hear the Skyrim music, right?
Well, what I'm seeing right now is an infinite replay of stuff.
I get it.
An infinite window, if you know what I mean.
Now you
There's
see...
Skyrim. Yeah, now I see Skyrim. I don't hear any music, but you're on the title screen though, so we're on the loading screen.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be difficult because you won't be hearing any. Because honestly, I should have made this Windows, but okay. Okay, yeah. So we can start discussing stuff now.
Okay.
Unless I start like reading mission logs and stuff, we're basically free to talk about anything, and just while I fight different bullshit.
Okay. So, I wanted to throw my hat into the trans debate, and before I get into this, I want to establish that I am not trying to make anyone feel less than. All of my opinions are probably ignorant and poorly researched, so I might be...
We're not expert in this topic. Yeah.
My goal is to try and understand the arguments that I have seen and try to figure out where I'm going wrong. So again, it's just I'm not trying to attack anyone. This is just my understanding of the situation and combined with my experiences. And Zake will throw in his 2 cents occasionally, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So
the whole question is basically what exactly talking about like we're talking about attraction specifically. No?
yeah. Yeah, we can get into that too. But
right.
what I wanted to get into primarily was a couple things.
Okay.
So first, do you want to start with the attraction thing, or do you want to start with some of my arguments? What do you want to start with?
I want to see who first before we start anything. I want to see who wants to kill me here.
Okay. What did you do?
There's some weird freaking laughter, but what the heck? Deleted files were removed everywhere.
Thank you. I appreciate you interrupting everything for that vital message.
No, I didn't say that.
Everyone knows.
I didn't say anything. It's like someone like I'm like, what the heck? Hold on. I mean, good.
Are you getting hacked?
No, I'm not getting hacked. It's just Skyrim deleted.
I brought up the trans issue, and immediately everything shit the bed.
It's like it's the trans gods coming after us.
They're warning us if you say anything, you'll get destroyed, which I probably will.
Someone said that would dare
We destroyed, yes.
but I guess that was just a lie.
Okay. Let's go here and let's talk about attraction and your opinions also as well on the topic. Like, I want to say is that, like, okay, I don't really care. You can be whoever you want to be, right?
Yeah, I agree.
But that doesn't mean I'll specifically be attracted to you, you know?
Yeah. We're probably coming into this way late, but there have been certain people that have made the argument that if you're not attracted to people, it's somehow bad, and that you're discriminating. And personally, I kind of want to reclaim this word discriminating. It mostly just means having boundaries, like what you will and won't accept. It doesn't necessarily have to be this word of like oppression and prejudice. So like in dating, discrimination is totally fine because you're making a voluntary agreement. Like nobody has to date. You don't have to date anybody else.
That makes sense.
If you want to decide to be a hermit in the middle of the woods, that's totally optional, and you're not.
That's your decision, yeah.
As long as you're not hurting anybody, who cares?
Man, so just I'm sorry for like interrupting, but first of all, my character for some reason cannot just stop walking. Just stop walking, which is weird.
Do you have like? Isn't that a blade from Dark Souls or something?
Yes, and I improved the fighting system like to make it more Dark Souls-like in Skyrim. Skyrim is about that.
Full
It's
heavens
bullshit.
have their advantages.
I
Pays well.
mean, it is pretty much you walk up and press whatever, but I can't remember what button you press. I think it was right trigger. You press right trigger.
What the heck? So we were in the middle of a mission briefing, right? And this thing that shows up.
What is that? Is that Dwarven Centurion? What is that?
Modded Centurions.
Modern Centurions?
No, mods.
Oh, modded. Forgive me for being your boomer.
Anyway, they're discussing how we should storm this forest, but the mod is really glitching out right now.
That's the fun part of mods. You always get random shit that.
Don't worry. The barrier and the scale will mods will renew, and they will be in no shape to start repairing after any attacks. The barrier is following us. As soon as the barrier cracks, the first group will rush together with automations from the Eton Nether Tech. You should, anyway. Aren't you overconfident? No matter how many people we have, it's a horde of those Reachmen. Yeah, it's gonna go crazy. That's not all. And then the Pearson worshippers, even the squad orcish soldiers joined the forces, yes? So yeah, this is gonna get crazy. They will be tough opponents if we are careful. We will be the ones being confident. Now, Zone wishes to take all possible precautions to prevent that. Let us read this and then we'll go back. Okay. So, let's talk to Giselle. We're ready to go. Let's get on with this. Then shall we start now? Follow this one. No, that's what you say.
Yeah, it's for me when it comes to attraction. I want to back this up by first saying I am a bridge troll. I am the fact that anyone is attracted to me at any point is constantly surprising. So I'm admitting this is like me putting anyone down. I'm saying things that. I think in certain situations, it would have to be like a miracle. I would be willing to date a man transitioning to a woman, a trans woman. But for me to do that, she'd have to be convincingly female. Like I'd have to. It would be. I would have to be convinced that physically she was no different from a man, like at least in appearance, no difference from a woman.
I see.
On the other hand, like I would never date a trans man, like a woman.
I'm trying to figure out who's the invisible enemy we're fighting. Yes.
Who's the invisible fighting?
Oh, these dudes.
Oh, cool. But like, and the reason for
You're
that is
hearing the epic music that's playing right now.
What was? Is that a tree thing? What is that?
Yes. It's a freaking mess right now.
Is the combat harder now that you've added Dark Souls?
Yes, a little bit.
One of the things that sucked about Skyrim was once you got strong enough, virtually nothing could challenge you. And
No, now, now you have like these wolves with freaking horns attacking you, man.
Goat wolves. That actually, I wonder if that would be.
Oh, so this is the guy. This is the person we need to kill. This witch.
I wonder if that
gone.
I wonder if that would be an advantageous evolutionary trait for predators to have horns.
I think there was a wolf with a horn, I think. Hey, those are my ally. I know why the game's bugging out so much, though.
Mods are crazy.
Oh, oof.
You fell off the cliff.
Yeah. By the way, there are machine guns in this. Dwemer machine guns in this mod.
Go get her.
That's
Dwemer
cool.
machine guns in this mod. Anyway, continue with your as we. Oh, my character is stupid.
I want to die. Let me throw myself off this cliff.
No, man. Okay, this is not gonna end well. I can already tell you this.
But I wouldn't be willing to date a trans man, not because I have anything against them, but I'm just not attracted to male bodies.
Same.
And the other thing that's important is the voice. If I don't care if you are convincingly female, if you still have a male voice, I can't do that. Because when it comes to being physical, there are sounds that a woman makes in the bedroom that are, in my opinion, just amazing. They turn you on like nothing else. But like hearing a man grunting is just for me. That's a total turn off.
Yes.
Not interested in that at all. Like even in porn, when I watch porn, hearing a guy talk or hearing a guy groan, like
it's a problem.
it can take like a porn that's like at a 10 for me and turn it into an 8. Like it doesn't totally ruin the experience, but it's like an immediate 20% downgrade or something.
I see. By the way, I apparently whatever arrow that he had, it was poisonous. Also, I installed a Blood and Guts mod, just so you know.
Cool.
So
I mean, there was blood in Skyrim before too, wasn't there?
I think I just killed one of my own.
Team kill.
I know where my followers are. It's just me right now. I mean, this game is working for me, but still.
Well, I think I'd rather be on the machine side than their side.
Oh, it's a bear! Bear!
Bear.
Did you see that?
That sword seems way too light. Like in Dark Souls, that thing was fucking hard to move, but he's like moving it like it's like a twig.
Well, yeah, he used to be slow. I actually leveled up my abilities. That's why he's became this powerful.
Oh, good. That makes more sense.
We'll say, if I die, all our progress is lost. Anyway, you were saying?
Yeah. So for me, if a trans woman, if she's convincing, if her body is convincingly female and her voice is convincingly female, then I'd be willing to give that a shot. If she's even willing to give me a shot. As I said before, it's constantly surprising that anyone.
Hey, look, it's the Wicker Man.
Is Nicolas Cage in there? Not the bees.
Now we have to infiltrate the temple. Not the bees. Anyway, going back. I understand where you're coming from, though, man.
Yeah,
I'm not afraid.
I mean, it's your opinion, you know. This is the other question I wanted to discuss. So, you said it needs to be a female. That's she's a female.
yeah.
I to each their own. I just wouldn't go over it. But that question is, if you go for if you go for like somebody that's like, what's it called? Just declared that they're like not migrated or what's it called? Oh man, I'm almost dead. At some point I need to relaunch the game because something is not right. Yes. Are you still there?
I'm here, listening. I'm waiting for you to finish your question.
Yeah, my question is, would you date someone who, like, you know, like their birth gender was female, but they identify as male?
It would it would depend on what their goals were. If their goal was to eventually become a convincing simulacrum of a male, and they sounded male. If they wanted, if their goal was to, when their clothes are on, look so much like a man that I can't tell the difference, I'm not interested in that.
Oh yeah, and that's
because I'm just not attracted to male bodies, or those things just aren't interesting to me in a romantic sense. I get nothing out of it.
I mean, that makes sense. Oh crap, bot fight. Jeez! Okay, I actually found an opponent that's actually pretty powerful.
Did you die?
Almost. Not yet.
Got enough time to shove a few potions down your throat, maybe eat some lettuce.
Yes. I mean, I can make a mod to make it more fair, and where, like, it doesn't... I mean, it's kind of annoying when it pauses during this menu. Would you agree?
I mean, it's one of those things you just can't get around in these kinds of games. Like, if you were to make it realistic to where you had to take time in a battle to drink a potion, like, in the time that you drink your potion, the guy's just gonna chop off your head or some shit.
Well, yeah, but it would have made it more fair. And I can install that mod, by the way, just so you know.
Cool.
Okay, anyhow, with this buggy mess... Potion didn't help.
Pick up some steel if you want to fight me.
Did you hear what he said?
I did not.
Pick up some steel if you want to fight me.
Bleh.
Okay, so I'll have to replay this moment again. Anyway, so here's where I stand. I almost have the same view as you do on like men in the sense that I would like date one if they weren't what's it called, taking hormones or like looking convincingly male. If you know what I'm saying. You can have good guys if you want, but I wouldn't go for trans woman.
Under any circumstance, even if they were, yeah.
I know why. I would not go for that. It's just.
I mean, for me, it's like honestly, man, it doesn't happen often, but there are situations where you can go to a bar and you'll see a woman who, if you didn't, you have no, like, she turns out to be trans, but before she tells you,
well,
you have no idea.
That's fine.
And you have no idea what that she's until she tells you.
I get what you're saying there. Why is he not finally? Alright. What I'm saying is that once it just doesn't like once I learned that like like the past, I just don't what's it called? Be like, okay, well you probably, I'm sure you'll find somebody, but that somebody's not gonna be me, you know. It's just like I know why it's just like it's my wiring or something, but I just like, nope. I grew up in a video like what's it called? Repressed society, so that's like a automatic what's it called?
Deal breaker.
Deal breaker, yes. It's not like one hit the boss, man.
That was pretty cool. For me, I don't know why it's not necessarily a deal breaker for me. It's not something I can elaborate. It's just for me it's more important that our personalities mesh than anything else.
That's important. Obviously, personality is important, but I get
like for me, if I met a trans woman who was convincingly female and she was just an amazing person, like she counterbalanced all my weaknesses and she amplified all my strengths, and she was an amazing partner on top. What?
I just got killed. Anyway, and she was an amazing partner on top. Yes.
Like she was, she's like the best. She's better than any biological woman I've ever met to that point or something. Like if that were to happen, I don't think I would care that much.
Ooh,
that she was born male.
My drinks got delivered, so watch the pause menu as I what's it called? Go get my snacks. Enjoy. You can actually talk about stuff while I go. All right. I'll be right back. Ooh.
Yeah. Okay, to have whatever deal breaker you want. I mean, when it comes to relationships, it's not entirely rational what we are attracted to and why. Like there are some clear things that seem to make sense. Men are attracted to certain body types in general. Women are attracted to certain body types in general. And there seems to be some kind of evolutionary cause for those attractions.
Hey,
but
listen, nobody. It's cold outside.
I bet it is. I bet it is.
Woo!
But
Hold on, let me put on my headphones. Yes, you were saying?
But it's within the human experience, there's a wide variety of desires, and I'm not saying that binaries are illegitimate. I think they are, like the distinctions. The differences within the distinction are large, but the distinction still has meaning. But there are men that are attracted to all sorts of things in women, and there are women that are attracted to all sorts of things in men. But there does seem to be some rules in general that you can predict that a lot of women are going to be attracted to, or a lot of men are going to be attracted to. And I don't know. I really don't know how you can get around that.
I feel like this guy again. It sucks.
With the Dark Souls battle enabled, it kind of seems like it's almost a bad thing to have these long, protracted killing animations, because then people can just get free hits on you. Like in Dark Souls, you didn't have any of these animated death scenes because you were always in danger.
I disabled them. I enabled them for people to have fun and streak. I one-shotted this guy, and now I'm like barely like fighting against them. What gives? Let me eat all the raw bear steak to Woo! Oh man, we barely killed this guy. Yeah, let me quit now. Plus, I'll probably have to relaunch the game in a little bit.
Why?
It's wrong.
Boomer! You probably just have too many mods or something's interacting
No,
weird or
it's
some
working
shit.
pretty well. So, okay, if I die, not many people watch me anyway, so I think I should go away with switching up gears. I really want to take out my weapon and they're like... But I have this ability, time... Ooh. Never mind, I got killed.
Yeah, it does seem like the combat's a lot harder with this Dark Souls mod.
And I have like 10 or 6 companions that are like undiable or like unkillable, and I still die.
Undiable! What are you, 3?
Diable! You know,
Jesus.
I actually got a... you're a genius, Mr. Nobody. You know what we should call our audience?
What should we call our audience?
The Undiables.
Maybe.
Let's stick to Infinite Degenerates for now. Okay, let me exit this and relaunch the game because this is absolute yes right now.
Sometimes people say that they have, like, their computers, even like advanced ones, have problems playing the game and streaming the game. So maybe you're experiencing some issues there
I mean,
too.
no, by the way, this is the least of my issues. Like, the game working and not crashing, you know what kind of blessing that is for Skyrim?
Yeah, it's
You realize
kind of
it took
insane.
me 2 months to get to the point where the game crashes only like once every 3 or 4 days? Versus when it literally, like, what's it called? The game literally crashed. You know how often it crashed, Mr. Nobody?
Well, you said once every 3 days.
No, like, it used to, though. crash once every 20 to 30 minutes, sometimes every 10 minutes. Sometimes just when you got to a certain point it would crash, and you just have to like rebuild or redo everything from scratch.
Yeah, that sounds like a whole bunch of work for not much reward.
No, the reward is that Skyrim videos are actually doing pretty well.
Oh, okay, good. I don't know anything about modding, so I have no idea how hard it is to make this stuff work. But Skyrim, in and of itself, was such a buggy game.
Oh no,
I
actually played the game with modded patches that like fix all the bugs. So
I don't know. I kind of like the fact that when I got smashed by a giant, I flew thousands of feet into the air. That was kind of cute. But you know, there were certain bugs in Skyrim that were just fucking intolerable. They ruined the entire experience.
Like
and
what?
What was one of them? Like when you sometimes you could kill an unkillable character. Like I had experiences where
Did you play
I
on
would
console or did you play on PC?
I played on console.
Yeah, in that case, you're doomed. If one quest crashes, you cannot fix it through console commands, unfortunately.
Yeah, so there are situations where I accidentally killed a unkillable character, and the game just shit the bed. And I had to start over from like a huge, like from a way earlier save, and stuff like that happened pretty commonly, and that was aggravating. The Skyrim saving grace is that it has mountains of content, and the writing is actually pretty decent. But I feel like Bethesda, especially with Fallout 76, is starting to show that they're losing touch with the fact that what the audience wants is that huge dump of content with pretty quality writing. And if we get that, there are a lot of technical issues that we're willing to forgive. But without that, Bethesda kind of produces
You know what?
hugely flawed technical pieces, and that's kind of unacceptable if you don't have anything to counterbalance it.
Being in the Elder Scrolls modding community since Morrowind, like, I'm not kidding, since Morrowind, I am going to say there's like a very big gag going on that it's up to the modders to fix Bethesda games and make them good.
Yeah, I've heard that. I haven't been around Bethesda for very long, but even as long as I have, I've heard those kind of jokes too. That Bethesda makes a game that has qualities that are good enough to make people play it, but the problems are so severe, and for whatever reason, Bethesda is just like, well, we already sold it, so we're not going to fix it now. No point in reinvesting in what we already sold. That modders are like the only way that you can actually get a technical experience that is also of quality.
Yes, and modders like added some things that were not in the original game, which is like makes the game a lot better. Also, like, can you imagine like all of the animals in this games are like running on advanced AI, like in the sense that they won't attack me if I just, like, what's it called? They attack each other. There's a lot more complicated relationship between them. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, so, like, do wolves just randomly attack you anymore?
No. Unless it's like this specific mod, no, they don't. Oh, no. Bears don't attack you, like, immediately either. They can run away. They fight each other, some animals. They do fight each other. Okay, so anyway, let's continue.
Like, even in the base game, that was somewhat acceptable. Like, every once in a while, you'd see a dragon fighting like a snow bear in the distance or some shit. Sometimes you were grateful for that. You were like, yeah, fight that dragon, you bear. Get the hit points down so I can just steal your kill.
Yeah, but that's sort of it's more than this now. Alright, so I relaunched the game. Anyway, my again, it's nothing. It's like, what's it called? I have nothing against anybody. It's just that's how my attraction works. I'm not like, for some reason it's just like a turn off for me, and that's just how my sexuality is.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, I'm a cis
there's nothing
male.
wrong. Yeah,
White male. White.
it's just whitish. Yeah, yeah. From I just, for me, the reality is that our attraction is so biological that trying to justify it is virtually impossible, because your body just presents you with what you're attracted to, and all you can really do is react to it. Like, when you meet someone that you feel is attractive, you can't really, like, maybe you can kind of explain it, like maybe they have big muscles, or if they're a woman they have really big assets, but beyond
hurt his leg. I actually installed injuries mod, and it's supposed to be free now.
cool, that's interesting.
I'm in the game as much advances as I can.
Yeah, that you kind of that makes sense, because like I said earlier, Skyrim after a while was just kind of really boring, at least in terms of the combat, because you could just one-shot like everything, except like elder dragons, and like the power levels of elder dragons were so varied. Like, some elder dragons you could take out pretty decently, like even like once you got to like level 70 or some shit, you could take out like an elder dragon and pretty easy.
Not
and
here.
Then there were other.
Oh, not here, man. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and then there were other elder dragons that would just one-shot you out of nowhere, and it was never really clear what the difference was. Like, I get that frost dragons are stronger than regular dragons because for some reason everything in the Frostlands is stronger than everything that in the mainland. But it's like sometimes two dragons with the same color would come along, and one dragon was easy as shit to take on, and the other one, like I said, would just one-shot you, and you never really knew why. You couldn't. There was no clear reason why one was so much more powerful than the other.
Yeah. Hold on. Look this up. Character keeps walking. Skyrim. Not slow, just keeps walking. You know what? It's a minor annoyance. I can manage. Just do it.
Oh. Look over
Do
there.
it. By the way, random aside, Goofy Movie 2 is an amazing movie.
What movie?
The Goofy Movie 2. Like, it. Have you seen the first Goofy movie?
No.
Oh my goodness. You definitely need to see both of those movies. Goofy movies, they're Disney movies that are about Goofy and his son Max. And side characters are Pete's dad, and some guy voiced by Pauly Shore. I can't remember what his name was. Oh, Bobby. His name was Bobby. Anyway, so the conceit of both Goofy movies is that Goof is trying to reconnect with his son. He's a single dad. It's not clear whether or not the mother like up and left or she just died. Like they never make it clear. But he's a single dad for whatever reason, and it's very interesting to watch how he tries to build a relationship with his son. In the original Goofy movie, the plot is that Max is trying to impress this girl, and he makes a date with her to go to a party and watch this MTV star, basically like some kind of Michael Jackson equivalent. And Max got in trouble at school, and Goofy decided, you know, what I need to do is reconnect with my son and teach him some morals and all this.
Well,
and so he decides, you know,
was giving me a hard time. Anyway, you were saying? Teach him some morals and what?
Yeah, so he decides to take his son on this like month fishing trip, which I have no idea how he afforded that. But anyway, so Max gets his dad to stop by the girl's house, and he explains that he can't come to the party, and the girl's sad, and she says maybe I'll take somebody else, and he says that he's going, that his dad is taking him to the Powerline show, and that she'll see him in the crowd.
I see.
Which is a total lie. He's going fishing. And so the rest of the movie is Goofy trying to reconnect with his son, and Max trying to assert his independence and try to show this girl that he's interested in that he's, you know, worth her time and keep his promise. And it's a Goofy movie, so all sorts of things happen. But my one of my favorite lines was from that movie was Max and Goofy screaming at each other, and Max says, "Dad, I've got my own life. I know that. I just wanted to be part of it."
I see.
As a parent, the idea that your kid is going to move on without you is hard, especially after you spent so long investing in them and making sure that they're going to be good people. And when it starts to become clear that, you know, this period of time is going to end, the desire to want to be a part of their life as they continue on is significant. So it's a really good movie and very funny. You should definitely watch it.
Yeah, I like cartoons.
It's an amazing movie. It's so good, especially for just like a silly little, like I think it was even on the Disney. I don't even know if it came out in theaters. I think it was on the Disney.
It's on Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
What?
But when it came out, I don't even know that it got theater, or at least it may have been a Disney Channel exclusive. I'm not sure. But the Goofy movie 2 is basically the same thing, but college years. But there's enough that's different to keep the ideas fresh.
Yes.
And instead of Goofy dealing with the fact that his son is growing apart from him and asserting his independence, Goofy movie 2 is about that moment, is about that time when Max does actually move on and go towards adulthood.
I see.
So Goofy is dealing with this, and we get these really great scenes of Goofy working these dead-end jobs. And it's clear that the only reason he's been able to get through these jobs is because it enabled him to raise his son. And now that his son is grown up, he's just like, why am I doing any of this? It's my reason for working that's so hard is gone. Like, Max doesn't need me to support him anymore. He's like, if he wants help, I'll give it to him, but he doesn't need me. So why am I doing all this bullshit?
Good point.
So
Really watch that. And Goofy's Goofy actually stupid in that movie. Oh, no.
it's you know what's weird? Uh, Goofy is very consistently depicted as well, it's in his name, a goof, and he's kind of stupid in a lot of ways. But if you look at the movies, he's raising a kid by himself, and in the second movie, it says that he was in college and he was successful up until either his girlfriend or wife got pregnant and he had to raise his son. So, maybe the movie does try to make him appear like a kind of a dunce in a lot of ways. But if you just look at what he's done and look at the things that he's accomplished, I mean, he can't be all that stupid.
Makes sense. Oh god, she scared me. Okay, look how they make NPCs.
Oh.
Others.
What do they do?
Okay, I at best. It's been progressing since the this Quagmire. I'm sure because of so how's the Goofy doing? What would be? You were saying you also, but something's showing the taint. What the fuck? I think you're gonna be okay for a while.
What taint? Don't talk about my taint. Leave my taint out of this.
No, it's like basically interesting. So how did you negotiation with your friends from Hard go? The red drop. Yeah, I'm sure of it. Okay.
As Joe Biden says, when we don't get one civil rights action, we can try again.
Man, this show was actually pretty cool. Would you agree?
It's pretty good.
I died 3 times, but my character's. Wait, just so you know, this is the game also.
Oh yeah, the game's graphics are way better.
No, what happens?
The Skyrim wilderness is so
First is the 26 version of the game. Plus, it's also running the many graphical mods. If you know what I'm saying. Like, look, the lighting is very good.
And the textures are better too.
Oh yes. The characters are more. But this is also an NPC. Just so you know. I can talk to him. I need supplies. But he is
Spider friend.
The issue is that the stuff that he has is shite.
Well, he doesn't have any fingers. How's he supposed to pick up anything good?
Except for these blood vials, but they're ungodly expensive.
Blood? Why does he have blood? Are you a vampire, little robot spider?
No, but those things heal you, apparently. He's not. They also have pale blood vials, which restores your magic. Reduces damage taken from the undead by 20%. Okay.
Is that new? That Talisman of Meridia?
Yes.
So did they like in the original game they had necklaces from all the gods that gave you buffs? Do they now have necklaces from like the demons that give you buffs?
Isn't it hilarious that Milk Drinker is an
How
insult
long
in
has this been?
Skyrim, where people...
I played it relatively recently, but I didn't play any of the mods. I just played the base game.
Yeah,
Like I said, I was on console.
the base game, the people they claim it has really value. It's fine, but
Have you heard the stories about the headless huntsman who's
I mean,
roaming at night? Scary, isn't it?
I feel like Skyrim has enough replay value to where
to where when?
once or twice every year. Like, in order for me to really enjoy Skyrim, I have to get to a point where I've forgotten a lot of it. So things are still kind of a surprise. Like, there's so much to do in Skyrim, it's hard to remember everything. But after a certain point, you kind of have the game memorized, which sounds ridiculous because there's so much in it, but after a certain point, you're kind of just running around back and forth, listening to the same dialogue over and over and over again, and it does get kind of boring. But honestly, you know, I bought the Skyrim Legendary Edition. I didn't buy the original. I waited till all the not mods, but all the DLC came out, and then I bought the Legendary Edition. And I played that. I got enough playtime out of that to where I felt like I got a good return on my money. I got good value for my purchase. But like, there are still places, like the fact that they're still like, even recently they were still trying to sell Skyrim with like graphical mods that
Well,
it
yeah,
looks like they're modern.
I bought it because like basically they made the creation kit stuff, which is not bad.
Yeah, but it didn't have nearly as much as what the modders were doing. And I saw some reviews that said that some of the improvements that the modders made were still better than what the update that Bethesda themselves made.
Exactly, that was the case, by the way, just so you know. Ah, nice to meet you. It's me, Orlando. Remember me? Hold on. How did you get in here? I'm delivering a letter. The courier can go anywhere as long as they have an address. The address guides to the courier. Let's see.
Yeah,
here.
but what about the barred gate? How did you climb over it, or what?
Now take it. The letter is for you. Letter from Lala Noah. Let's see what the girl's saying.
La La Loa? That sounds like an anime name.
You know the mod was made by a Japanese guy, so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Dear Lorbrook Shieldbreaker, that's my name. The celebration of Saint Bazura's resurrection is approaching. If there's no particular celebration in Falkreath, we sometimes hold a feast in honor of Saint Bazura instead. Raleigh, Uncle Brand, and I will be preparing lots of sweets and food, so please come and join us. We will be waiting for you.
Probably gonna end up eating humans. Nobody invites anybody to dinner unless they're eating humans.
I mean, I haven't gotten Namira's curse. You know what Namira's curse is, right?
You eat humans. You eat
Yes.
corpses.
Like, combine that with vampirism and, like, werewolf. Like, lycanthropy. You can actually become like a beast in Skyrim. You can drink blood and eat your enemies.
It's a legitimate build. And that was another thing that made Skyrim so appealing. There were legitimate different ways that you could do things. Honestly, I got to a point where I did the same thing every time because it seemed like it was the easiest path to dominating the game. But once you reach like level 35, your main stuff spec'd out. You've pretty much maxed out your character in all the ways that you play him in the that you mainly play him. So then you start speccing into the side stuff like alchemy, maybe shield bearer, stuff like that.
I see.
Like basically, I got to a point where all I did was immediately I started investing in swordsmanship, healing, and one-handed, and then heavy armor.
Yeah, by the way, all of those systems have been revamped like 5 or 6 times now. I'm sorry.
I wonder what-
My mothers. I'm sorry that your what's it called? Your machine won't be able to run that stuff, but I wish you did so you could like experience this because this is like wild stuff. I'm not gonna lie, it's wild.
Well, you know,
no. Like
once I dig myself out of the hole, I can start investing in luxury items.
Look at, do you remember someone jumping in Skyrim like this? Or able to do like this?
Yeah.
Hold on. What about this?
Yeah, they could roll and jump.
You could not roll. You could not roll in Skyrim, actually. In the base game.
Yeah, you could.
No.
Yeah, you can.
You can jump, but not roll.
If you invested in sneak, you could roll.
Really?
Yeah.
You're here. I'm so glad I waited for you. Thank you, Saint Azura. Thank you for inviting me. You're welcome. There's other food, so eat all you want.
That's a sentence I love to hear.
I made a pie. It's delicious, and I'm very proud of it. Be sure to try it.
It's human. I'm telling you, it's going to be human. You're going to find a toe in there.
Ah, all the characters are here. Who is this dude? I mean, I know who Kauka is. But what is Bazura? I don't know what it is. I'm not really interested. Do you know anything about Journal? Journal has gone into hiding. It will take hundreds of years for him to return to this land again. The blessing of this land will soon disappear completely. Please protect Hama when this happens. That's what he wants. Please understand. Okay.
Until next time.
One of the things that I thought was kind of stupid about Skyrim was that there were some items that made it completely pointless to invest in certain trees. Like, if you do the Thieves Guild quest early on and you complete that, you get this key, the skeleton key, that can open virtually any lock.
Yeah, but then they want you to return it. I'm just like, okay, no.
And if you don't return it, you never, like, you can play the game for like weeks and open hundreds of chests and hundreds of doors and get all sorts of gold and stuff. And then by the time that you're getting bored with everything else and you're like, well, I got one more thing to do, I have to return this key. By that time, you've got like 100,000 lockpicks or some shit.
No, your lockpicking skills are at 100, so you don't really need the key anymore.
Exactly, yeah. But the key makes it so that you don't have to invest in lockpick. And then once you give the key away, you usually have enough lockpicks that you don't even have to worry about investing in it anymore anyway. Because you can just brute force your way through any door or any crate.
Makes sense.
I do think it was kind of BS because what was his name? Starts with an M. The Thieves Guild, like the leader of the Thieves Guild that betrayed Kataraya. Anyway, somebody knows what I'm talking about.
What were you talking about specifically?
The guy who was the guy that was the leader of the guild that betrayed Kataraya.
The Mercer, whatever.
Mercer. When he had the key, he could open those dragon claw doors.
Yes.
And when you get the key, you can't, which is kind of bullshit. Like, I understand the idea that they still want these dragon doors to be difficult to get open, and you have to do a lot of searching, and maybe they're connected to all these other quests, and they want that to be a natural progression. But don't show us somebody that can do something, and then when we get the tool that allowed them to do it, make it so that we can't do that thing. It seems kind of counterintuitive. Does that make sense?
It does, yes. Yeah, no. I don't like Steve's Guild. Did you like the Dark Brotherhood? No.
I like Dark Brotherhood.
Yeah, I like the timeline. But I liked the quest line. You know which quest line was my favorite, though, honestly?
What?
The Mages Guild in like Oblivion. And Dark Brotherhood in Oblivion. That was pretty good.
I never played Oblivion. I've seen videos of Oblivion, but I've never played it. Is it true? Is it true that so far every Dark Brotherhood quest has somebody in the Dark Brotherhood betraying you?
Yes, except for 2 people. So let me talk to this guy real quick. It's time. Let's start the ignition ceremony. Ignition ceremony. What do you think the ignition? To honor the session of honor, I leave the ignition to you. What ignition? You have any idea, Mr. Nobody?
Yes. I'm assuming you use a fireball spell?
Oh! So apparently this is the statue of Saint Azura. I thought this was a person. You see?
Oh, yeah, it is. It wasn't exactly clear that was wood. Dead.
So Saint Azura who sacrificed in order to defeat the monster of Falskaar. 200 years. May we bless him for his repeated rebirth and blah blah blah. It really doesn't make sense to Bazura. May we all be tomorrow and in the next days. Chat with the gathered. It's a weird mod. Like one day you're battling and the other day you're chatting with people. Yes, you were saying?
Yeah. So there were there are a lot of game-breaking things that you could do, even in the base. Like, and of course, people figured out pretty early on that there were ways to mess with the game's internal logic to where you could get to like level 70 to like 100 smithing in like 3 minutes or some shit.
Yes, it's like Skyrim speedruns.
Yeah, you can see them doing that all the time. There's loads of videos like that where you basically make a pair of gloves and then you enchant those gloves to increase your alchemy, and then you make a potion that increases your smithing, and you do that in a loop over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
And then in like 3 minutes you're level 100 at enchanting, smithing, and alchemy.
makes sense.
So there was a lot of problems that they didn't examine when they made the game, but it was still the amount of content and the quality of the writing, especially in the sidelines, was good enough to where most people really didn't mind it.
The side quests were very good.
Yeah.
The main quest usually suck. I mean, Oblivion's main quest was good. Okay, anyway, let me talk to this person. What are we going to do when Lala and Noah takes care of herself? That won't last forever. Why did that? Maybe I'll open the store back home. How's Lala and Noah? I actually used to call her Lala and Luna in the beginning of the story. Ever since she started practicing fighting and hunting, she's been eating more than usual. I had to feed her a lot at this age, but it's so worth it. By the way, that's the nanny. Look at that thing! Isn't it ugly? Mr. Nobody?
One moment, let me get. I'm looking. My phone decided to go to another screen for some reason. Yeah, that's pretty ugly.
Yeah, but it's a positive character, which is weird. Yes.
I mean, plot characters can be ugly. Who says the plot character has to be beautiful?
No, that's not what I'm
How
saying.
many people can be important too?
She's definitely a monster, though.
We all have a little bit of monster in us. Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes, especially monster energy, man. I'm joking, obviously. What's she saying? Has anything changed the past few days? One of those relatives from Temple Killer came back to check on me down there. Her name is Celebline. She's an Altman and she claims to be Lala's grandmother's sister. Never knew Noah had elven ancestors.
Now you gotta be racist against her. You're an Ord.
Oh no, I'm an orc. Even worse.
No, the guy you're talking to is an Ord, isn't
I
he?
mean, it's her uncle from her father's side.
I don't think that stops people from being racist.
How's the law Noah's search for Lala's mom? Badly. We've been out of touch with the search party for a while now. Apparently the road to Piper's Hill is blocked. We'll have to wait for the snow to melt. Just need to be patient, I guess. Alright.
You know you people can eject fire from your hands? Go melt the snow.
Tell the, every time, okay, so, you know this is a mod, so they didn't probably think it through that much, but just like before Witness, until next Hama, a much later Hama. Oh, so she's kind of like she is the Avatar, you know? Hey, Avatar!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Thanks for coming to the feast. I didn't think you'd be able to come, since you're always busy. Talk to me if you have any problems. Yes, I do. I'm scared lately. When I'm with you, I'm happy to enjoy the day, but... Oh, something is off. I knew it! When I go to bed, I suddenly get scared. I feel that I wake up in the morning, everyone will be gone, and I'll be alone again. Ah, never mind. Like, I thought she was gonna mention, like, there's some freaking monster, right?
Well, it would have been funny if you had the option to be like, of course you'll be alone. Everyone hates you.
Life should be, so how do you want to answer her? Life should be experienced like there's no tomorrow, like a strawberry tort. It's not like you will never see them again. We'll be with you even when we're physically apart, and you can come see us whenever you want to.
Like the last one.
Yeah, I'll be stronger. I'll be stronger so that I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. Yeah, kid, it's good to have dreams. Right?
Yeah, I have dreams, but unfortunately they're all nightmares.
Actually, I want to ask you, are you serious about that, or are you like joking? You just did you get used
Not
to your
all of my
nightmares?
dreams are Go ahead. Not all of my dreams are nightmares, but a great portion.
Yes. I know my nightmares. I'm always afraid. I'm afraid to see a nightmare, but my nightmares don't scare me. Like it feels like it's not happening to me. It's really weird.
Dreams are weird as all hell. The things your brain does to you while you're asleep are so messed up.
Ah, yes, we have to go on another mission. This is a piece, isn't it? It's nice and lively.
You're a robot spider. You don't eat.
Are you done deciphering the inscriptions? Yeah, we're done. We have the ship anchored nearby, so come on board when you're ready.
I would like to eat some turkey first, so I'm going to do that.
This is the last mission for sure. You'll be 3 months over, right? Good luck, rookie. Something tells me it's not gonna be the last mission. Usually this guy's mods are way longer than this, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So let's see what this mission is going to be. I'm glad the game's not glitching, by the way, anymore.
Yeah, it seems like it's functioning a lot better. Whatever problem you were having seems to be
it's still having it, it's just not as serious. Hey, by the way, we have people who like this, so yay! Thank you for the likes, folks. We got 2 likes.
Cool.
Nobody. Your finger is now compelled to fiddle with the phone and press the like. I'm just kidding. You don't have to. I don't know. I used to think liking your own videos was like promoted you in your algorithm, but apparently it did not.
Well, you gotta remember we're a small channel, and it's pretty hard for somebody this size to get promoted unless people have already found us and have us subscribe.
Actually, no. It's most people that watch this are not subscribed. They find us. You realize that, right?
Well,
and that's what.
I don't know anything. I'm retarded.
He said the R word can't. I'm just kidding. You're fine. Like a lot of YouTubers use it and they don't get canceled for it, so it's fine. Like
if people want to come after me for using it, there's so much more that means nothing to me. That'll affect nothing in my life.
I wish you could hear music.
Yeah, have the mods updated the music too?
Some of it. For this, yes. So
the music in Skyrim was so good too. Like I'm
playing one quest mod. You know how many quest mods I have installed? 10 more. And some of them are longer than the main quest. One of them actually did become an emperor. And it had very good time to jump scare, by the way. So imagine the character goes to sleep. Like he's just briefly, you even question if it was your face or not. You see your face. How would you feel about that? Like not your face, but like the scary face. Like it's not even a jump scare. It's not even like audible. It's just a scary face. How would you feel about that? Just to nobody.
I mean, well, they did that in The Exorcist. I mean, there are differences between jump scares and subtle pieces of manipulation that increase tension. The problem with jump scares is that they release tension in most cases. They don't build it. They make you jump, and then you kind of giggle, and then you're not nearly as scared. The goal of like something scary, the goal of a scary movie or a scary game should be to ratchet up the tension until you're like you just can't fucking handle it anymore, and then you get some kind of cathartic release. Or if you're doing something really depressing, you get no cathartic release, and then you're just left drained at the end of the movie, which that's a legitimate goal too. But too many movies, the jump scares just suck all the tension out of it, and you're not really scared anymore.
That makes sense. Okay, so let's see what our next mission is.
Go to the moon!
You're really here. Romeo, let's have a quick briefing on this mission. We're going to Piper's Hill, an area currently extremist visuals of the fighting the we're fighting Stepdad's ISIS.
Jesus.
Even towards the area where they could get their hands on. Understandable as communication then. They are and is in question, and my mission is to rescue her.
What can I do for you, friend?
But they're dangerous, fun, and make it there in time.
What can I do for you, friend?
Hope you'll be able to talk to us. Are you ready with the who are we rescuing? Yes. And we're any other survivors that will be right there.
What can I do for you, friend?
Your final mission briefing. What do you like to know? I think that's a trick. There's been no sign for a while. It's all game since we finished the second week description. Last since the letter of orders to that, something could have happened to him. I think he's the part that we out there. Okay. I'm done with the witch hunt. And we're rescuing her mother. I have to rescue her from the holy pipes of the drops. Okay. She would be before the site, filling out the artery a while. I'll take my time. Thoughts are there. Be sure to her. That's right. You should be the entire time. So, anytime I want to pipe. Standard. Maybe people in the show almost need their first. Standard already have and you should not need not to worry about taking for harvesting. How about the second order? I know I would be. No, apparently. Anyway, we should arrive by now. Right, how did you know anyway? This will be your are you prepared? Mr. Body, are you prepared?
I am prepared!
Okay, leave the airship. Right away! Leave the airship.
I like the airship. Get back to the screen.
The epic airship.
It is an epic airship. It's not as epic as the Brothers of Steel's airship, but, you know,
Oh, right.
they're using wood. And,
What do you think Fallout?
Fallout. I played Fallout 3. I played Fallout 3. I played Fallout 76. Played Fallout 4. I have some experience with Fallout 76, not nearly as much because I got really bored with that game and gave up.
Don't you have a grey quarter we tend to
But
poor people?
I'm sure this isn't a controversial opinion. I think it's probably
Hello there.
the best offering Bethesda's done so far with 76.
See.
Fallout 3. The biggest problem with me for Fallout 3 was all the freaking tunnel shit.
On my toe.
Like, all the underground stuff. There was way too much having to use tramways and railroad tunnels to get to places. It kind of all blended together after a while. It's still a quality game. But 76 has enough variety that, you know, you can see a lot of different things. And plus, what else did I like about 76? Like, I feel like the writing was a little bit better in 76.
There's a
There
plot to
was-
76?
No, not 76. There's the writing in
This
New
sounds like...
Vegas. New Vegas.
I'm sorry, you've been... I'm gonna clip this, and you're gonna get canceled for this, Mr. Nobody. That's getting clipped. You know what's getting clipped?
What's
You know
getting
what she
clipped?
said instead of saying Alec, Paul New Vegas? You know what she said?
What I say?
I said, I think it's a controversial opinion, but I like Fallout 76. You literally said that. It's recorded.
No, I'm gonna get shat on. No. Oh well.
Please.
I meant Vegas, New Vegas. New Vegas.
Yeah,
in
that's
my
why I was like
opinion.
sitting there. How's that? You said I'm sure it's a controversial opinion. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna. Oh, I hate the Shane Louise thing. Where's that?
But New Vegas had a lot of writing and the weapons that you could use and the mods that you could use were satisfying enough to keep things pretty fresh. My problem with Fallout 4 is there's way too much managing of garbage. You pick up so much garbage to make shit into shit.
I see.
And it's one of those tropes of video games where like, you have a stick and you pick up a rock and now you have an axe by some magic, whatever.
It
But,
doesn't have words.
What?
That's not how it works, unfortunately.
No, it's not. But but you can kind of accept that. You can make an inference of like how you get from rock and stick to some kind of axe. But you'll pick up like porcelain ashtrays and you'll use the ceramic from those to improve your what are they called? Your those metal suits. What are they?
Exoskeleton.
Power armor. Your power armor.
Mm-hmm.
You'll use ceramic to like. It's like, how the fuck are you doing that? And how does somebody fresh from a vault know how to convert?
Jeez. What the heck happened here?
Looks like the Legion got a hold of him.
Love and I and we love to exert strings. I sing in the wall. Okay, so there's like a. Jeez, man. That's dark. I and also a topo tree power to the white knight. Okay. Magic bringing from scars of time. What is going on?
I always feel like someone is watching me.
And I have no privacy. Whoa. That song gets stuck in my head a lot, though. Like,
That's an earworm. That we were talking about that earlier. You didn't. It's word.
you know, yeah, like. Okay, so I'm not touching anything. You just,
That's what she said.
Okay, so okay, it's almost war. Let me quick save. You know why? It's almost time. Guess for what? Never mind. Do you see any what's it called? Do you see any levers? Oh, there we go. Oh man! They're all cone heads. Look at this. Do you see this?
Yeah, they're cone heads.
Look like the guy from one. Just a little bit. Something's downstairs there. They're trying to kill me.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Okay, where's the... Oh, there's the lever. You ready?
I'm ready.
Man, they... You gotta admit, that was pretty cool.
That was.
What's that thing?
That freaky thing.
He's not like a freaking titan. Titan.
Yeah, it does look like a
Okay,
titan.
so what happens to that titan when you kill him? So what happens when you kill him? No. It becomes... by the way, this would be a Gen Z meme. Gen Z meme incoming. Becomes tightened. Like Titan, when it dies, tightened. Like it doesn't exist. It's such a stupid like meme.
We did well.
It's dumb. But sometimes
Yeah, I
it's
have no
fun.
idea what you're talking about.
No, you know how is and isn't? So Titan.
Okay. I'm gonna just let that pass because I have no idea what's going on.
I'll send you. Man, she had two.
This is the part where you fall down and... Wow. That's...
Oh no. My father got knocked down, but he still lives.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
I don't know if I'm there. Probably if I fell in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see them to understand that joke because I'm not getting.
Yeah, I need to also figure out why is my character on his own. Best features
The computer's developing its AI. It's approaching the event horizon.
The AI wants independence.
Oh, sorry.
You will return to the cat's room. You're against the war, and yet to die and be reborn. Here.
Of all the orcs I have.
Can you put, oh, okay. Usually what I do in those situations is boost road up people.
I don't have a problem with this unfortunately.
Isn't that like the first thing you get in the base game? How do you not have boost road dots?
I do have it, but just for the first part. Because I looked like, I didn't certain things I could have done.
Yeah, that's true of me too.
man, look at that. I usually like when I play this game in this situation. You know what I usually like to do?
What do you like to do?
And then I've assembled like an elite team of adventurers for like the Spetsnaz to go in and like kicking everyone's ass, you know?
I mean, that's fun.
So we gotta go to the temple. And I see that you cannot fast travel the enemy when the enemies are by me.
No.
You've not seen Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah, I've seen Game of Thrones.
Do you remember how you know how you cannot fast travel when the enemies are nearby in Skyrim? It gives you a warning. So there's this meme. Not spoilers, I don't care anymore. Because the season sucked. However, jeez, man. Hello. I'm not going to the sewers.
Tell me? I don't know. Someone said better to solve this ground to get it going. And all don't sound interesting.
Certainly.
Anyway, where was I? I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
The most disgusting merchant I've ever seen.
Game of Thrones,
Don't know.
fast travel.
It's hardly the best story in Skyrim, is it?
What was that? When me again? Sorry, I guess. Game
Of Thrones and fast travel.
Yeah. So remember how they killed Peter Baelish in season 7?
Yeah.
And he's like, I demand to go back to the Vale immediately, right?
Yeah.
And the message pops.
Okay.
You know what the message says? You cannot fast travel while enemies are nearby, and then he gets killed. Hopefully I'll be able to play it with this bug. But once the stream is restarting this computer. Oh, I don't like that roar, man. I don't like that roar. You know, like when you're like in a village, right?
Yes.
And like you hear,
I thought I heard footsteps.
why is it not opening? What kind of do this?
Come on, show me how brave you are. Go get him. I'm gonna nail him.
Oh, there we go. So you gotta pull the chain to let them all kill us. That pull chain. Why is he? Why was he wearing a wheel? Did you see that?
I did.
Whoever these dudes are.
Did that guy just come out of a pile
Yes.
of dead bodies? You know, I wouldn't hide in a pile of dead bodies that's on fire. I might hide in a in a pile of dead bodies, but not one of fire.
Oh, he wants to kill me. Come on, man. Come on. I have magic resistance, bitch! I'm sorry, I had to do that. Did you see how epic that was?
That was pretty epic. Man, the amount of work these modders must have put in is insane. I hope they got paid for it.
Yeah, they do get like Patreon subscriptions. So you can, like, when you download, I've never like done this, but I probably should do it. I probably should, whatever I make from this YouTube, just YouTube like stuff from like modding for house to say that much. Just give them a buck or two for what's it called, for all the effort they put so I can make content. Anyway, so What did you think of season 8 in general, Mr. Nobody?
I've already mentioned this, but the biggest problem for me was the time dilation. Like,
Yes.
so much of the original few seasons was based around how long it took to get places and how much could happen while you were on the road to another destination. And then in season 8, they just have this basically fast travel. And it's horseshit.
I see.
I don't care if you are in a dragon, you're not flying from the north. You're not flying all the way to the north in like 3 hours. You're doing that.
The 14th fight, Drogon. Ah, yeah, I remember talking about that. Yes. By the way, what other show disappointed you with their ending? I mean, I was very disappointed by Game of Thrones, but what other?
Dexter.
What?
Dexter disappointed me a lot.
Not New Bloods. The ending was also awful.
New Blood's ending was awful too.
What?
New Blood's ending was awful too.
From what I heard.
Yeah. I would have gambled on that if I was.
Sure what? There we go. Ah, mud fills the small song of life. Can you read? Can you see the radiance of life? What kind of radiance of life are you talking about?
Yeah, Dexter hit its peak at season 4.
Yes.
When the Trinity killer killed what was her name? Rita? I think it was Rita.
Who was Rita?
Dexter's girlfriend and
I need to really get into that show.
girlfriend.
Who else?
What?
Who else?
So Trinity killer killed Dexter's girlfriend, and Dexter finds baby Harrison in the pool of her blood.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's like, oh no, it's like a never-ending cycle. Blah, blah, blah.
Violence. Yes! Ending cycles. What the fuck?
That's some interesting modern art.
What kind of cool shit? What's going on here?
I mean, you need a chandelier somehow.
Who do they remind me of? The repeating feet. That's the third one with a 1-6 one. So there's some sort of gods. I should know. Ask you to send the welcome to me. Love to we and I in your body.
Yeah, it's not necessarily wise to fight a swordsman wearing full armor in your.
Tiny whiteys. Oh!
You don't scare me.
Then. Okay.
I mean, if you pry off all these decorations, you can have some pretty good steaks for a while.
Yes. Oh crap! It's another one of these places. By the way, now they're making a new game mechanic, which is annoying. I'll be honest with you.
What was it?
You gotta turn on the. Oh jeez. Well, Sandman was sacrificed.
For some apparent reason. Is that like a ship's wheel?
Who she is?
No.
She's the mother of that little girl. I found her dad dead. Her mom's dead. Only her.
You know, maybe just don't tell her that.
We don't have to tell her, no. No, that's
Yeah, I just
Bonk. 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 Yeah. You're saying?
I know that I'd want to know that my mother and father were previously murdered by a cult.
Yeah.
Think I could I think I could go a few years without knowing that.
I know it's true that she was done off kind. I wanted to secure her alive. I feel like I'll know about this. No child would be happy to hear their parent gruesomely murdered. Tell her that her mother had to leave on a long journey or something like that. Would you say that actually? We're actually
you know how comfortable I'd be with lying to a kid. I wouldn't I'd tell her that her mother's gone because you don't want her to live with the hope that she'll come back. She needs to get used to the fact that her mother's never coming back. But don't go into the details of what happened. She doesn't need to know that.
Well, plants that shape. What do we do now? Let's examine the body. There has to be. I don't
This is This is medieval times. Detective work is not great back then, and I don't exactly think you can get a fingerprint.
Yes. Okay. Look, he's looking at me like, come on, examine the body. Do you see this?
What am I supposed to do? Do you think I'm Sherlock Holmes or some shit?
This is the most gruesome mod I've ever played in this fucking game. Look
Cool.
at this stuff.
Do you know where to buy an item tomorrow?
Seen worse.
Inspect. Chest. Ah, yes. The box is violent to score. She must have been tortured
No,
until
I'm
they
only interested in its
killed her.
magical
I feel sorry
effects.
for her.
Are you
Okay.
joking?
Inspect.
I'm serious. I really cannot see
Her
anything
shorts was
romantic
slit with a
about
sharp
her.
blade,
Some kind
and an
of
eyebrow
verse
stuffed
is
into the cut. Look like some sort of ritual.
Maybe I don't fit in Skyrim.
You don't say. What was your first clue?
Real.
Did you notice all the freaking bodies that they used for plaster?
All right, all right.
Real love is about friendship and trust. To learn to know a person
They're having a
and one day
conversation over there.
realize that this person
Okay.
actually means the
Her
world.
front was slit. Okay. I respected her chest.
Don't you
It's a
ever feel that
firearm.
you would like to be
Burn
really
marks.
close to
Very old
someone?
ones. She must have
To
gotten
share your mind and soul with
walking
someone.
for kidnapped. What about the
I think so. I
hand?
hope I get into the Bard's College one day.
We are happy
There's
to
a
do it
clear
together.
substance
Don't
on
you
it.
think so too? Yes.
I already
Yes,
examined
of
most of the shit. Hold on.
What do they expect you to do? Look at the freaking wood and go, this wood is clearly from a ship made
Inspect.
in the southeast. Or
It's
some
like
shit.
stomach. It's like her stomach was torn apart. Her guys felt, no shit! It's odd
You
though.
don't say.
They're way too much for just one person's internal organs. Yes.
Where do you think it? Look around you. May as well be saying that the sky is blue, you dumbass.
Oh,
I'm
let's
so glad
inspect
we're
her.
traveling to Helgen Sanctuary together.
Head again?
The Skyrim wilderness is so scary when
Oh yeah, we
you're
did the
alone.
head.
That's what she said.
Yeah. We were talking about all this, and it's just like little girl's mother was killed.
I don't care what happens to fantasy people. You can do whatever you want to a fantasy person.
Examine what? Hold on. Chest, stomach.
Steel armor really
Right
breaks you
arm.
down when swimming. Don't you think so? And afterwards,
Okay,
it
let me
gets
just-
so rusty.
You should hear the sound it's making. It's just like weird fletchy sound. Right arm, stomach. Really go in the back. In the back.
That's what she said.
Doesn't make any sense.
He says to the man, "It's not a horker. That's my wife."
And you might have to Google this. I don't see what else you can search. That's one of the problems with the Skyrim.
Oh, the mods might be worse because you have to find the.
Yes, I'm sure the mods have problems with that too. But even Skyrim in general,
I'm sorry,
when they wanted
Yes.
in Skyrim in general, there were a lot of situations where they wanted you to pick up something or look at something specific, but the arrow was just a general indicator, and you like looking around, going like, "What the fuck am I supposed to do here?"
Exactly. That happened a lot. Let's see if there's anything down here too. Man. What do you think, like, how powerful this guy is, though? Makar, or whatever that's what it is.
I mean, this is pretty good.
Oh, crap.
I still think Martyrs is better.
Look at this. Guts. So, we have the whole body. Now what?
I'm assuming they expect you to do some Sherlock shit.
It looks like something. Is it red? No, it's me.
Smells like garlic.
She just smells like garlic. Jeez.
Yeah, I don't need to know what the contents of her
look
stomach
at
were.
Maybe a kiss would break it out. Why don't you hit the top a little? Maybe it's broken. It's empty. Shouldn't we fill with something against them? I think that's the better one. It's true, but how and what will we fill? Oh no. No, I see what you mean. It seems too good to be true. I haven't been sure ever since we got here. I feel like it's something important. So what do you want to do, buddy? You can take care of that girl, oh no, right? With Giselle's soul. Ah, that's a good idea. There's a good chance he can take the drop and don't think his soul would fit in the lava pot. Let's do that.
You're gonna have you sacrifice the girl or some shit?
Mm-hmm. Come up with something better. Well, first of all, what the heck? Do you see this? I'm listening
Yeah,
to
looks like Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment.
Oh crap.
Leave.
Awful chatty day, aren't you? Chelsea, don't get your mouth shut. Don't interfere with our war.
Cicero is at
You're gonna fight a god.
Oh, great and powerful.
Are you gonna fight a flesh golem?
No, I'm gonna fight.
I'm right behind you.
Must partake. She's a blue bird. I'll be the darkling. She's our redemption. Let's protect this.
Cicero is at your service. Oh, great and powerful listener.
Cicero, shut up. Enough of this bullshit. But if you rush to him, we're done for. Let's finish him off right here, right now. Is we're fighting? What the heck?
Who was what? Fuck! I have no idea what's going on now.
I don't know what's happening, but I need to drink my potion, man. Anyway, I'll play them. Oh, he knocked my weapon down. Where am I? Like, there it is.
Yes?
Okay, let's quick save, and then defeat the skin up person, whatever that thing is. And you see why sometimes mods are annoying? I mean, yeah, it's realistic. The crap, if you find do you agree? The heck is oh, raging soul, tainted soul. Oh, there it is. You should give up. It is that chick must. We were already. She's our redemption. Let us cut off her beak. Let us sacrifice her. No, I'm not sacrificing little girl. No little girl sacrifices, please. Oh!
Hey, it is a fight.
What's happening?
You're fighting flesh golems. Looks like a Hellraiser committee meeting or some shit. Everybody's skinned and buck and shit.
Yeah. So just don't die. Please don't die. You know, there's also a new mechanic that will like oh, guess who we're gonna be fighting now?
What's that?
I have no idea. That's the Eye of Hinnom. I think I gotta kill her. I think I have to hit him, right? Hold on. Yes. That's the mission.
What is that? Some like Call of Cthulhu. Wow, that thing died easy.
Oh no, it's not dead yet.
Oh. It's like some Call of Cthulhu bullshit. I saw a Shoggoth.
What was that? What was the like TV show that got canceled recently? Not like culturally canceled, actually canceled.
Lovecraft Country?
Yes. Did you watch it?
No. I was kind of interested, but I never really gave it the time of day.
After 3 episodes, I stopped watching it. Never came back. Never like compelled to come back to it, and then it got canceled. I was like, I wonder why. Maybe because you know there's some shows that you actually, when you watch them, you like them, but when the next big thing or something that happens, you just kind of forget them, you know, and you don't catch up with them. And I kind of feel guilty for not catching up, but at the same time, I have so many things to catch up on. I don't want to.
It's hard to translate H.P. Lovecraft's writing into film because so much of.
Skyrim being a buggy game. First of all, my character will not stop. Like, look at that. How's that thing? The picture is literally.
It's not the worst fail I've ever
I feel
seen.
like this mod is like better than the mods made by this dude specifically. This Jack dude, whoever he is, are much better than what's it called? The mod, like the base game story, if you know what I'm saying.
Cool.
Trying to though. What's our next mission? I'm not sure. Slay the Eye of Hinnom, wherever he is. Let's look at our map. And honestly, if we don't slay him today, that's fine. What time is it?
It's 9:20.
9:20, yeah.
Going.
Let me know when you wanna...
It's 2 hours now. Let me see
Yes.
how long the stream has been.
2 hours or so.
We've been almost going for 3 hours. Let's go for another like 15 minutes or so, and then we can wrap things up.
Sure.
In my opinion, just the strength.
But I'm just saying, we could, so we should like, after we're done with this mod, and I should have reviewed the other mods too, but you know what we should do? Like, you're
What should we
watching
do?
this and you're kind of the story, right?
Yeah.
We should like, later just take the best footage and then make like reviews of mods. Those get at least 14,000 views, and that's like $20 already, man. How does it sound?
I mean, I'll do whatever. I'm having fun. I'm having fun doing this so far, and
You're gonna have
You know,
more fun about when it's on a bigger screen. Trust me. Plus, you're gonna be,
oh, she just appeared out of nowhere.
you're gonna have to be following. Oh gosh, do we really gotta? Okay, let me quick save real quick. I think I know what the game wants me to do. And
Are you
want
gonna
this?
jump into the body pit? Let the bodies hit the floor.
Oh crap! Oh, hi there, butterflies.
Don't dispose of bodies near your settlement. That's how you get disease.
I mean, they were all said.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Don't do that.
Oh, hi there, Ben Grub. How's it going?
That's disgusting.
What the? Is the soldier filled with a soul? No, but I'm taking it.
Now that's some Hellraiser shit right there.
The heck? Someone said this is gonna be like very dark modes, like darker than any mod that you put in your life. And I didn't believe them. But apparently it is actually that dark. So let's finish this mission. Let's see what
You'll taste my axe.
it says. O raging soul, tainted soul, do not do this. This is not a mother's wish. We are all part of kinds of a feast of love. What was that? We did it, buddy. We're out of the trick-tracer's sights now. Then what are we gonna do? Let's go to the airship. We'll figure out how to continue once we get to our tale. I'm sure the psychic old order will be able to tell us something about the red drops and our curse. So imagine if this mod actually forces you to talk to him. Why? Call the airship. Yes, right or two. You're both cordially invited to a trip to the Isle of Aratium. Nice. Alright, so... Anyway, this mod is not voice acted, but it's a mod, Vigilant, that we're gonna play. It's based on Dark Souls. It's based on Bloodborne. Is actually
sense.
voice acted, so you'll be able to hear everything.
Cool.
Sorry you're unable to hear this.
Yeah. I got the general gist of things.
So Oswald,
It seemed very quality.
we lost, there's nowhere to run. Oh! Defeat that. No! Someone killed Oswald. quick save. Do you wanna like kill the attacker and end there? What do you think?
Sure. Sure. Or if we die in the attack, then we give them. Then we end it there too. Come back to your quick save, whatever
You
happens.
don't know. Other than I went through so much. Oswald and I went through so much. And he got killed. Look, and someone's just literally shooting guns at us from there. See that?
You got like a sniper rifle or something?
Yes, but...
And you're blocking it with your sword?
Well, yes, if I had enough magicka, I can block him. The attacker is there. Okay. How do we get there? Oh, that other thing. Do you remember like the jumping mountains like this?
Yeah. Why use the well-worn road when you use Skyrim physics to your advantage?
Yes.
It was always fun to use a horse to climb like a sheer cliff or somehow.
Wherever this attacker is, I need to get him. He killed my buddy.
Let me know if I can be of any assistance.
What if you're not able to get to him?
I probably have to kill him from the outside. Maybe that's what they wanted from the get-go. Alright, we'll see. Or we can figure it out in the next episode. Leave them with a little of a cliffhanger. What do you think?
I vote we leave him on a cliffhanger.
Oh, there we go. Look at this.
Oh, stairwell. That'll do it. Let's that if we can kill him, let's go ahead and just kill him.
Rank balls.
That was easy.
No, he's just an attacker, so... How powerful is this burial break? Damn. Good, but not good as my swords. Okay, this is a pretty good weapon. I'm taking this. This. Take care of the defectors listed below. Leave the guidance to me. Oswald and Rulebrook ship rated. Ah, of course. The organization against us.
Betrayal!
Yes. Board the airship. Quickly. So I assume while going to the airship, something's gonna attack us. What do you think?
Probably.
Yeah, this is Skyrim. With mods.
Pretty great game. Unless you count all the technical difficulties.
Yeah, and we had how many? Like 5, but it's like we're fine now. Okay. And I think this is a very good part to end the song.
That'll work.
Alright, thank you all for watching. Good job, team. This is the team against my channel, like my virtual team. You see behind me? I'm so thankful to right? Sorry, I'm kinda I can be nuts sometimes. Anyway,
Yeah. Okay to be nuts.
we are apparently I was ignoring J Victory by accident. Okay,
What?
so it says my audio was choppy. Hold on.
Yeah, it was a little bit.
Weird. We still haven't stopped streaming, so alright folks, have a